Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Volvo V90 Cross Country. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Ken Garf Volvo here in Salt Lake City, Utah for giving me some time with this V90. I'm going to include a link to the website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 23 around town and then 29 on the highway, with power outputs being 295 horsepower and then 310 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now, taking a look at the hood, you guys can see how it's flat there in the center, and you got pretty cool lines there on either side. And then we have the Thor's hammer design for the daytime running lights, and look at the headlight design, pretty cool. Fog light down below, and I love the finish here on the grille, and then you got nice silver trim at the bottom. And putting it all together, it has that signature Volvo design, but the hood's like super long on the V90, so it gives it an interesting kind of like stretched out appearance. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245, 45, 20 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see here with the wheels, you've got the silver mixed with the metallic gray. And then you have these bigger fender flares as part of the Cross Country package. You can see that bodywork continues on the side. And then here's your full side view, and this is where you can see the station wagon design. Let's make station wagons great again, right? They're such cool vehicles. We'll talk about that more during the driving portion though. Now taking a look at the key fob, we got the Volvo logo, lock and unlock here on the side, and then the opening for the hatch. And taking a look at the cargo area, it is absolutely enormous. This is why you get the V90, just super spacious. You got a cargo cover built in from the factory. We also have a 12 volt here in the back as well. But yeah, it has SUV practicality. And when you're all done, you can do the foot thing, but also you can just press that and that'll lower it down. Now I got the cool bow design here for the taillights. Bye, snow. And you got all the badges here on the back as well, including the B6 badge to let you know what powertrain it has. And putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks here of the V90 Cross Country. Now, taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see soft touch here at the top, and look at the wood trim that goes across. Then you got nice padding down below. And then taking a look at the seats, really nice texturing all down the center. Legroom here in the back's good. We also have a little storage pocket. We've got heated seats in the back. We have our own climate zone. You've got your vents here, a little charging port, and then headroom. It's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel, again, soft touch here, and then look at the wood trim and then all of the padding down below. Got all of our window controls here with our mirror adjustments. Mirrors do power fold in. Also have memory seat functionality, Harman Kardon sound system, and then blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And then taking a look at the front seat, again, really nice padding just like the back. All of your power adjustments there on the side, and then that's just open up the hatch, and then more of that wood trim there, and then soft touch all over the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see two-tone with the design, and I think that definitely brings some spunkiness to the interior. We've got some controls for the center stack, voice command controls, we got our adaptive cruise control, and then your regular stocks here on the back. This also comes with a full digital gauge cluster here in the center. You can see the nav screen, and we can make that go away if you want. But I like how simplistic the design is, where it shows you your fuel range, it shows you RPM, speed, all of that. Now this does come with a 360 camera system, which I think is really nice because the V90 is a pretty large car in terms of the overall length, so it definitely helps out with parking it. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, this is Volvo's unit they have in all of their cars. I really like it. It's not the biggest, but I feel like some infotainment systems nowadays are just too big. So first off, you got heated seats and heated steering wheel. You got dual zone climate, which there we go, actually pressed it. It's easy to access everything, and I feel like response time overall is pretty good. And then you guys can see we do have an off-road mode with this because it's a cross country. Some analog controls down below for like the radio, also your defroster buttons. And then if we go over here, you can see more of that wood trim on the dash. And then, yeah, that's a big glove box, geez. Nice padding all around on the center console area, and then cool little shifter with like the pass-through. And then, I don't know what that is, but it's got a little charging port there. You can see the wood trim that covers up this whole area. Engine stop start, you get your parking brake and your auto hold. And then center console lid. Nice padding on top. And then this has the cool sunroof thing where you just slide your finger to open up the panoramic sunroof. So here's our window sticker. This one has the Plus package. Total MSRP after all options, $63,935. And let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear, and let us set off in the V90 Cross Country. I'm really excited. I'm driving this back to back with the V60 Cross Country. This is obviously the longer one, so it'll be interesting to see the driving dynamic difference. And also this has the more powerful B6. The V60 I drove had the B5 powertrain, so a little bit less power and torque. I can tell you right off the bat, you can instantly tell the torque difference between them. It's like very, very noticeable right off of the bat. The V60 had the Ultimate package, so it had the upgraded seats that come with that particular package. And what I will say is those seats were just a little bit softer, a little bit more comfortable than the seats that we have here in the this V90 with the Plus package. But these seats are still really comfortable. They've got nice bolstering that's pretty open overall, so I think that that's just positive. And cabin pretty dang quiet. I will say there's instantly like a ride quality difference between both of them. This one feels a little bit more comfortable with the suspension compared to the V60, but again, that's a big part of that's the longer wheelbase that this has compared to the V60. But in terms of like the interior, it doesn't necessarily feel like you've got more storage space, but it doesn't necessarily feel bigger than the V60. Smooth. Yeah, super smooth. Definitely like that feel. Welcome to Salt Lake. People just crossing the street whenever they want to cross the street. Here's another one. Goodness. But yeah, it's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. Yeah, so you do get a improvement in ride quality if you go to the V90 over the V60. Definitely feel the power difference with this B6 versus the B5. This feels like it's just got a bit more, which it does on paper, so it makes sense. But you can actually perceive the difference in real life. So to cap things off, I really like the V90. Again, station wagons, I think they're super underrated. I think that, you know, everyone's buying trucks and SUVs nowadays because that's just what everyone thinks that they want. But the benefit of the station wagon is that it has SUV practicality and space, but it handles better than an SUV, right? Lower center of gravity. You still have good clearance with this though. Like, it's not like it has bad ground clearance. It still has good ground clearance. So you still have good clearance with this. It's comfortable, it handles better, it's still very spacious, and it looks cool. I think it looks cool. So let me know your thoughts on the V90 Cross Country. But I personally am a huge fan, and yeah, I think that it's cool that Volvo's still giving us station wagons, because most other automakers have just given up on station wagons in the US market. But you know, I think if done right, like in this case where they've focused kind of on, you know, comfort and luxury and everything, yeah, I think that it makes sense. And for a lot of people, I think this makes more sense than the SUV that they drive. Let me know your thoughts.